everybody, and welcome to Cranky Crafters, a show where we have two artists and a producer who thinks he's funny, and we just do cool stuff. You can stream us every Friday at, almost every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I am Patrick, I am your producer and art bitch, and we've got Mama B up in the top right. And,
hi!
Hello, Mama. And we've got the Carrie, the Care Bear. She says hi. Hi.
My favorite daughter-in-law.
Only.
That's why I'm the favorite.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody in the chat room.
To make decisions.
Carrie was first, and Mom was second in the chat room, but neither of them count. Sandra is here. Hello, Sandra.
You're leaving. Come on, Carrie. Let's
go show. I don't know what to do with you guys.
I don't know either.
So we are trying out the new YouTube live stream portal. It's pretty interesting. I don't really know what else to say about it. I mean, I can always turn off. No, I want to turn off all of it. And no, that doesn't work. Damn it! See, this is why I need a bigger stream deck. There we go. Okay, so the new live stream.
Hello there, Bootsy.
Hey, Roy.
We're wearing yellow tonight.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like, and it's pretty cool. So we'll be able to see if it works, good or not.
Goodly.
Goodly, yes, definitely goodly.
It's more gooderer.
Yeah. I like the way you say it, though. More betterer. It's more betterer.
It's more betterer.
Yeah. So Roy is in the chat. Of course, Sandra is in the chat. Nightbot, hello there, dude. And, that's pretty much it.
I have some excitement to show.
Yes, do show.
This is the wasp nest outside my door.
Oh,
that
man.
Is hanging underneath that light. The nest is bigger than my head, and I pound on the wall, and it really pisses them off, and it makes me laugh.
That needs a good spraying, Mom.
I called Orkin twice, and I left nasty messages, but so far no one's called me back.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have started off with a nasty message.
I didn't start off with a nasty. I said I have a contract. I don't remember what my account number is. I gave him my address and my phone number, and I said I got a massive wasp nest, and I've been attacked once, and it needs to go blah-blah-blah. Bye-bye.
Blah-blah-blah?
Blah-blah-blah. It doesn't seem to be playing. Hang on a sec.
No, it doesn't. Does not appear to be playing at all. Because it's a video.
Yeah, it's a video. Hang on, let me... No, it's not playing. But when I bang on the wall...
Maybe you can bang on your laptop.
No, that'll break it. I don't know why Shino works now. Hang on. Let's see if I can't possibly fix it.
Okay.
Properties.
In my younger days, I would have been able to help you with that because I could run faster.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, had one not quite that big, but
there we go.
But it was pretty freaking big, and took and knocked it down, let it settle, and then kind of moved it out into the middle of the yard.
And set it on fire?
Waited for the sun to go down, and they'd all be in there, douse that fucker with some gasoline, and had a nice little bonfire.
Roy in the chat room says, wasps are constantly trying to convert me. There is no spray for that.
Jeez.
I think he's referring to the white Anglo-Saxon princess? Protestant? Yeah, something like that.
But yes, they get very agitated when you bang on the wall.
Mm.
And I can hear them hitting the outside of the house. So, yeah. So that was my excitement for yesterday, I guess it was.
Fun. Well, Carrie, what have you been up to in the 2 weeks since we've done a show?
Not last Friday, but the Friday prior, we went to a stamp show thing, make and take. Stayed there for a little while and then headed out, and then went back the following day and bought stuff, which is always fun.
Yes.
And then last weekend, or last Friday, you had an agenda of wanting to get stuff done, but ended up with couch lock and nothing got done.
Yeah.
And then Saturday of last week, we went and had crabs with a couple of good peeps.
Yeah. I had hoped to get some wiring done, but that didn't happen, much to my dismay. I was just hurting way too damn bad. And I worked like a 12, 13-hour day. It sucked. But, it's life. I definitely enjoyed the make and take until they started corralling us like we were cattle.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And then somebody's anxiety kicked in, and I was like, let's go. And you were like, no. And I'm like, let's go, because you're getting weird. And so we left.
Yeah. But we did a good bit of it. And we got to take the supplies home so we can make it later. But and then Saturday we went out. We spent a couple hours at the stamp festival, stamp conference, whatever the hell it was. And it was enjoyable. I mean, there was a lot of people there, which always weirds both of us out.
Well, it doesn't weird me out. I just don't like fighting people to look at stuff.
Yeah.
So once it started getting to that level, it was like, I'm done. Let's go. Because if not, the inner bitch will become the outer bitch, and then we'll be asked to leave anyway. So yeah. Let's just go.
Got Mama laughing over that one.
But in the interim, I was able to finish my first little journal.
Now that is badass. Let's take a close look at that.
My first little journal. It's just 2 pieces of pretty thick cardstock glued together for the cover. Some eyelets so that I could do the little ribbon or lace. And then on the inside, if I can get my fingers on it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that.
And embellished it a little bit to add some sparkle. And found the nice black and white picture of a puppy and figured, I'll make a little, because back in the day the card or the photos were real thick anyway, so I figured, I'll just put it on some cardstock and you can peek out, because puppies. And then that's just stencil with some stamp ink and blended it, and then tea-dyed piece of cardstock that kind of got weird when it got tea stained. I'll show you in a different piece, but hit that with some different things. That is that shimmery blue is the, I can never remember, Inca Gold stuff. It's the first time I've had that forever and have never used it on anything. But now that I've used it once, it's like I want to finger paint everything with it. And then just tea-stained papers with different things I either printed out or stamped. And my thing is, I never know how much or when to stop. I don't know if I have enough stuff in it or not enough, because I don't know. To me, if I'm getting a journal, I want to have room in it so that I can do stuff in it.
Oh, sure.
And not have it just totally be 100% complete. But I know some people are different. That's just printed out and on tea stain paper. This is some of that vellum with alcohol markers and then alcohol splattered on it, and I made it into an envelope, which I then made into a little tuck spot thing.
And this is your first ever
Yeah, first
Journal.
ever. First ever. And then I must have gotten a little happy with that. There we go. And made pockets out of just bigger pieces of the tea-stained paper. Folded it up so that it made a pocket. Cut it out so that the picture showed through. More stuff that I made. This is just a piece of cardstock with stamp on it that I used on that side. And then that is a piece of scrapbook paper with a old vintagey looking map on it. Have I ever milk dyed paper? No.
Oh, that sounds odd.
Milk dyed?
Wouldn't it go rancid though?
Yeah. Oh no! If you heat it in the oven, I don't think it would. It would cook it.
On, and then you put it in the oven.
Huh.
Interesting.
I'll have to try that.
What does it end up looking like, Roy?
And then just more different types of paper that's been tea stained, and they all have that nice feel to it. And then for the stitching for each signature, I left the threads long and then glued on little butterflies so that there's something dangling from them. And let's see, just a lot of different shapes and kinds. And there's the other side of that paper with the pocket in it. And then this is just something I printed out and put on cardstock, but I added an eyelet to it just to give it a little bit of texture so it's just not all a printed piece of paper. And
focus! Oh, for crying out loud. Put your hand over it and back. Okay. I officially hate
there it goes.
Logitech cameras now. I hate webcams. We need to get...
Can you... My arms are tired and I would like to get through this, so please stop your rant. This is a vellum butterfly again, using that alcohol ink and alcohol on it, and then stamped, and then just glued it down. And then something else I printed out on vellum, and then see, I was looking for more places I could put that stuff because I really like that. And then did some embossing with stamps because I like to watch stuff melt. That's why I like doing beads so much. And then vellum, printed that out on vellum, and that way you can kind of see the paper through it too. Another pocket, left that one empty so somebody else can put something in it. And then this is also vellum that was printed out.
Wow.
Hurry.
Our printer is really, really good.
And I like that you can still see the text from the paper behind it. And then, of course, everything, if it got cut or touched or wasn't already tea stained, and sometimes even if it was, it still got hit with some walnut stain ink to darken it and make it look a little better. And some more embossing, some more little butterflies on the signature. And more paper, another tag, eyelet in it. I was thinking about putting a string on it, and I was like, yeah. And then another envelope that I made out of scraps of the other paper, and another spot to kind of tuck stuff in there. And yeah, see, there's the different papers. It's all in the envelope.
No, don't one.
Sandra says, my camera does that too. I thought it was because the camera is more powerful than the old computer. No, it does that because it's got shitty autofocus.
And then another pocket, and then this one has like a little business card and a ticket to ride, probably. And then more paper. And then I made a little foldy down thing. I don't know what they're called, but a foldy down thing is what I shall call it. And then some more vellum printed things. And more butterflies. Yes, I like butterflies. Leave me alone. Don't hate me.
Sugar baby.
Another piece of vellum with stuff printed out on it. And then that is a big rubber stamp with text in it. But, some of it's legible, some of it's not, and it's more that the script is kind of weird than poor printing or stamping ability on my part. And another pocket, and then there's a little tuck spot back here, and then I hit that with some.
I love that.
Just to make it.
Oh, that's cool.
So.
Yeah, that's Gary. That's absolutely insane. Like, I don't. What do I know? I'm biased as hell because I'm married to you, and I'm madly and deeply, truly in love with you. You know, but I don't know. I mean, tonight's a kind of slow night in the chat room, but you know, what do you guys think? You know, Roy, Sandra, what do you guys think of Carrie's first journal?
I mean, for a first one, I'm giving myself some slack. It's not too bad.
I think it's gorgeous. It's so much better than what I would have done. I get overwhelmed with the little fussy things, the pockets and the tucks, and getting them all right. It's just, you know,
it's for me. It was harder to not sit there and want to do like a massive layout on every page, because while I wanted it to look like it had been somebody's and it had been around for a while, I didn't. You know, if I keep it and I use it, I want to have room that. Oh, I want to try this vintagey thing I just learned, and this will be a perfect place to do it. Or if someone wants it and buys it, the thing, they have room to do whatever they want in it without it being a totally filled up book that they can't do something in. So
yeah, Laura Mack in the chat room. Hello, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
She says it turned out gorgeous.
Well, thank you very much.
So,
and then prior to even starting on the journal, I had started messing around with gelatos and some of those Timmy crayon-y distress stick things.
Oh yeah.
And I was curious to see just how well you could watercolor with them. And is the professional thing, but because they look very brilliant until they dry, and then they lose a lot of that color. Even the gelatos, they stayed a little bit truer than the Timmy's, but there again, Timmy's is all about the distressed and it being sort of faded. But I noticed when I was going back through and doing the doodling that because of them being a wax-based product,
I love that.
That the black fine line pen and then the white pen that I use would start to get gummed up, and you can kind of feel a little bit of the wax on it. But I figured I needed to do something with these things because they had been sitting there neglected for at least 2 weeks, if not longer. So I figured I'd finally throw a doodle on them.
Sandra in the chat room says, I love it. You did a fantastic job, Carrie. And she also mentioned earlier, but you were showing off your journal, so I didn't want to cut in, but she was over ambitious and did a lot of work yesterday, and now she can hardly move. So I feel your pain, Sandra.
I know
Hang
the
in
feeling. I had to take a tramadol yesterday, which
knocked you on your ass.
It doesn't do much for me anyway as far as pain, but it puts me in such a mental state that I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I hurt, but it's like whatever. But I mentally I'm just like zoned out. Physically I hurt, so I already don't want to move, and then that stuff on top of it is just like, yeah, I'm gonna sit here and not do a damn thing all day, and that's essentially what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Roy's envious because he makes things to go into journals like lace, clusters, trim, etc. Hubby does the journals.
Ooh.
Yours, Carrie, is something I can aspire to. Well, Roy, I think what you do is pretty damn nifty too, because I would love to be able to do all that, like lace and clusters and trims and stuff. I could not, to even save my life, much less anybody else's, do any sort of crocheting, knitting, any of that. And it doesn't work because Miss OCD, if every stitch isn't like
you'll rip it right out.
Exactly the same, or something's a little wonk. I had a hard enough time with the journal because there were things about it that's like, okay, I need to finish this and get it away from me, because if not, it'll end up in the trash can and then I'll get yelled at. So
yeah. Sandra asked a little while back. She says, "If I'm not mistaken, you have the same camera as me." And to answer your question, this is the C922X from Logitech. And if memory serves, that is the same camera that you have. Now, Carrie's camera, which is currently showing off a Tuesday morning bag. More on that in a second, because we had some fun. Her camera is a Logitech Brio. It's the highest end camera that Logitech makes. And yet it still has the same shit autofocus system as the C922. Or the C9 series, which encompasses the C920, the C922, and the C922X.
Uh-oh. When Roy gets his store up and reopened, I can buy a Bootsy Bling box.
Oh, hell yeah. We are so there, Roy.
Yeah.
We are so there.
Yeah. Let me know before you sell out.
Yeah. Yeah, you see that? Yeah. No. Wrong, asshole. I need a bigger one. You see that smile on her face?
Brittany and Kelly!
Yeah. That's because she wants your stuff. Hey, Brittany! Hello, Brittany and Kelly. Hello. My kid.
Your chitlin.
My chitlin.
So, Tuesday, I was going to go to Tuesday morning, but that kind of fell by the wayside. And so I figured I have to go and be an adult and a not as cranky adult at the grocery store. So before I do that, I'm going to go treat myself to a little retail therapy at Tuesday morning on Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
So by the time I left, there was not much left to be had. It was good.
Oh dear.
So I am a huge We Are
yes
fangirl. If it has We Are on it, and I think there's even a slight possibility that I can use it, I will buy it.
Mm-hmm. They make good quality shit.
I like it. It's a collection. I need it all. So they had a pair of spring-loaded skizzers. Now, I did something I thought I would never do, and while we were at the make and take, I got to actually use a set of Timmy's little scissors. We both did,
and holy cow.
And I have to say, I fell in love, obviously. So did he.
Yep.
We each, that day, came home. I got on Amazon. I said, hey, do you want the short, the long, or do you want both?
And the long, the combo set was like $20.
Yeah, it was like no question. I was getting both. I just didn't know what he wanted.
And I wanted the same because I do a lot of fine cutting in the shop.
The reason I didn't think I would want them because I never tried them, and then reading it says that the blades are serrated, and I'm like, well, who wants your paper all marred up when you're cutting? Little did I know it doesn't actually do that. Nope. So when I got to try it, I was like, squee, I'm buying these.
Yeah. So. Yeah, the serrated blades actually grip onto whatever you're cutting. So like paper or whatever. Cutting,
I actually enjoy now.
Oh yeah, me too. And it doesn't hurt your thumb. It's a great scissor.
Tuesday morning had one pair of these, so I figured I like to cut things, so I figured I'll give them a whirl. And of course, somebody, producer boy, said, "Why didn't you get me a set?" I said it was the only one they had.
Damn it!
So then got some little dimensional sticky dots.
And we always can use those.
When you're not using these are mine, fool.
All right, well, you can always use those, and I can always tell you where they go.
Yeah, sure. And then Fiskars, punch. This one is hearts instead of butterflies, so now I'll be able to switch up a little bit.
Yeah, Sandra really wants the We Are Memory Evolution machine, which is their die cutter.
Die cutter, yeah.
It looks sexy.
And then these I hadn't seen before, and they were cheap, and I like to have stuff to doodle with, so I figured I shall try them. It is King Art Artist Mixed Media Gel Sticks, and they are metallic.
I got them.
How are they?
They're okay. They're not as thick and luscious as
gelatos.
The gelatos or the I have others. I like the Crayola. They're all water soluble crayons.
Gotcha.
But these have metallic in them, which is always a treat.
And then, of course, because you can never have too much double-sided tape, I had some double-sided tape. And then I could not believe my eyes because they actually had some Spectrum Noir markers.
And look at the price.
$9.99. And they're usually about $23. So I was like, yes, please. So they had this set, which is nuances. They had the basic colors, and then they had the metallic, which I had been eyeballing anywho.
Yeah.
So, yay.
The only reason you hadn't gotten it is because I wouldn't let you get all, 7 sets.
I'll slowly accumulate. And what you don't know won't hurt you.
Hey.
We won't even talk about what I ordered today.
Are you shitting me?
Nope.
What'd you order?
You'll find out when it gets here. So, and because you can never have too much.
Oh.
And they're in my wheelhouse. It's greenish blues, purples. Love those colors. So, yes, please. And then they had a set of Brea Reese fine line markers.
Oh, yes.
Oh, those are nice.
So I figured I'll give them a whirl. Not that I needed them. I have a whole set over there, but... And then I figured since I'm getting into journals and needing things to tie them shut with, and because they were 60% off, and they were already only $3.99, I got some different ribbons and stuff like that. And then they had some raffia ribbon. They only had pink and white, but I can always tea dye or dye the white if I need to. And then my other weakness, because I have yet to accumulate every stamp ever made, are rubber stamps in all kinds. Some of them have dyes, which this one does. And for $4.99, that's not bad. And of course, butterflies, I would have gotten that even if I already had one, because it's butterflies. And then that one has a mason jar and flowers. And then this one is Fiskars, which their stamps aren't too horrible. And that was only $3.99. And then Bow Bunny with some background texture stamps, which are cool. because you can use these also. You can use any stamp really, as long as you clean them off pretty quickly on your jelly plate to get texture. And got some vintagey, because that was one thing I noticed when I was going through and trying to decorate with little things here and there, is I didn't have a lot of vintage feeling stamps, so I have now rectified that. And then this one has some borders, and then some more vintagey, and some more vintagey doily looking things that I figured, you know, that'll look cute, you know, whether it's stamped or embossed. And that. And then I came home.
Yeah, you did.
And, you know, Patrick got home from work and he's giddy like a schoolgirl like I am over a haul. So he sat down and looked through everything. And I said, you know, there's one thing that I kind of hemmed and hawed on while I was there, and I taught myself out of it because I have Timmy's version of it. I was like, but it's We Are, and I feel drawn to that because, you know, she who has all the We Are stuff wins. Not that I do have all of it, working on it, but I don't have all of it. And it's their stamp platform. Well, we ended up going out after dinner because it wouldn't leave me alone in my head, so I got their version of it, which is usually $35. Got it for $14.99.
Yeah.
And so now I have Timmy's version, I have this version, and unless I can find it exceptionally cheap, I will not buy a Misty because they're way overpriced.
Yeah, no kidding.
I got to use one at the make and take, and
it was sexy, don't get me wrong.
it was nice, but it's
like
no
60
different.
bucks.
It's no different than Timmy's version. It's probably no different than this version.
I have the Misty and I have Timmy.
Gotcha. Sandra says, sorry I'm not chatty, too busy drooling over Carrie's finds.
So, and if I inherit Mama B's paper crafting stuff, I will then have a Misty.
And a backup Timmy.
And a backup Timmy. Woo! I could be a stamping assembly line. Boom, 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 boom.
I have to ask, since you said it, Mom, was that public knowledge?
Yeah, she said it on the stream the other night.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I have always been drawn to fiber and yarns and materials and, you know, sewing machines, quilting, spinning fiber. And my soul has just really been in a very happy place since starting the weaving. So I'm the only Tuesday morning is about 45 minutes.
Yeah, and not only Melissa knows. I grew up in Smithtown and St. James and Nesconset, and yeah, so I know Comac.
I go to the Tuesday morning across from the Smith Haven Mall. That was the one that I used to go to.
Yeah, but my Tuesday morning rocks, they always have something in there. Now, could their aisle be a little neater and tidier so Carrie can find stuff easier and have it be organized a little better? Yes. Can they keep it that way? No, because it's basically a toy aisle for adult women who just go in there and throw stuff around,
Yeah.
myself included. So, I get it. So that was fun.
Yeah.
And then got a cute, well, hold that thought. Alright, so
Yes.
stamper stuff at the stamper extravaganza thing that we went to. Well, one of the things that we saw that I had never seen before was at the second table of the make and take, and Patrick and I, well, he more so than I, because he's the one that usually gets stuck cleaning all my stencils after I'm done using them. We were sitting there, and lady had this little dish. And she had one of these that was slightly damp sitting in there, folded up, and had one for every station. Stop not focusing.
I'll just turn it the fuck off.
And, you know, after we used the stencil to make the card that she was demoing, she said, you know, if you don't mind, take the chamois and just wipe the... And we were both like, oh,
yeah,
that is beautiful. And then this thing, when you're done for the day and all you have is a rinsed out chamois and it's, you know, as dry as you can get it, you just
Hi, Linda.
put the lid on it and you're good to go. It'll dry, it won't get musty smelling. So when we went back on Saturday, that was one of the first things I made a beeline to, was to get dish and 2 chamois, because you know.
Well, you wanted to get one. I said, nah, we're getting 2.
Yeah. Well, at another table, we had saw where the card that they were going to demo was really super glittery. Like, let me see if I can find.
What happened?
I didn't do it. Oh yeah, because Carrie's looking for something.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Here,
know.
look at the dogs.
Oh, no, what? Oh, puppies. Passed out.
I can't find mine. Found yours.
A house that has a torch sitting on the end table.
Well, you know, it is the Duffy household after all.
I don't know where mine is. I might have.
Oh, you dumb. Oh, yeah.
That's it. Or did I put it somewhere?
We are all doing.
I don't know. Alright. We'll have to use Patrick's, even though mine looks better. This is his, and the sample card that they had was this colored a different way, but over top and then restamped was like all of this glitter. And I was like, yes, please. And they said, well, we've had to change, it takes too long, yada yada, so we can't do that during the make and take. So I was a little bummed because I didn't know exactly how they did it, and the lady like kind of explained what they do, and I was like, oh, okay, I understand. Well, the next day when we were there to buy stuff at the same vendor who had the chamois and the little holder for it, I saw this, and then I saw these, and I'm like, that's what they used. It's this itty bitty teeny weeny glitter. I mean, it is super microfine, and you put it in this, and then you aim whichever way you want to go, and then you and it's gonna just puff it out. And how they attached it.
You don't put water in it?
No, it's just air.
Oh, cool.
And how they attached it was they used very, very clear, very, very sticky double-sided tape. And at the same vendor, they had rolls that were that wide. They had it down to super thin. I thought, even if I have to do 2, I'd rather do it that way than spend $40 for a roll that's probably going to be too wide for anything that I'll ever make.
Yeah.
So got that. I haven't experimented with it yet because I'm afraid I'm gonna get like glitter everywhere when I try and put it down in there. So I haven't made that mess yet. And then because butterflies and dyes, and I've looked at these off and on, and they're always like super expensive, especially when you're talking the stamp and the dye. If you were doing one or the other, the stamp, yeah, I could see you doing that on its own because it gives you the picture, you can cut it out, no big deal. But the stamps, to me, on the other hand, it would give you the shape, but you're not going to get the detail unless you have the stamp, unless you're a really good doodler,
yeah,
and can sit there and doodle all that. I don't have the patience for it. So while we were there, they had both, and they also had the other set that I've looked at for probably 2 years that I've taught myself out of getting every time I see it. And I opted for the butterflies because I figured I'll get more use out of it, and I didn't want to give Patrick a stroke. So I just settled on these. Well, checking out through Stampers Anonymous's little thing, they give you a coupon for 15% off if you use that coupon, that weekend on their website. Well, Carrie came home and Carrie used that coupon. And Carrie got the other set, which is the Tim Holtz, the Crazy Dogs, like the drawn dogs. They're real cute.
They're cute, yeah.
And the dies that go with it. And it's an older set that's been around for a while, and I know if I don't get it, it's eventually just, you're never going to be able to find it without paying like really high prices. So I did that. And then something else I had been looking at, and I figured, well, I've got the coupon, let me see if they have it. And that's the Timmy book that you can put, I don't want to take it out of the package because it's a pain in the butt to put it back in there, but these come on a decent thickness of plastic, and it's hole punched. And Timmy, in his infinite wisdom and marketing skills, has a book that is a 3-ring binder that's perfectly sized to where these fit in there and they look super cute. Well, because I like to coordinate, of course, I had been looking at it. I didn't have any of the sheets, and I came up with my own way of organizing my cling stamps, so I hadn't thought about it, but I figured if I start getting these come on it, and I could use that. And while we were at the make and take, actually Patrick and I both won a set of stamps.
Yes, we did.
I don't know that these will fit, but you know what? I have a hole punch. I bet I can make it fit.
Yeah.
And I'll have these in there too. So I was like, okay, I'm getting it. Well, while I was there, they had 2 stencils that I really, really liked. So I got those 2. Now, the downside to Stampers Anonymous and their website is I ordered that. It'll be 2 weeks this Sunday. It just shipped yesterday. And when you have Amazon, that when you normally order something, it's there the next day, and now I've had to wait. It'll be over 2 weeks before I get it. That's very agitating. It's almost like ordering from AliExpress and it taking a month.
Yeah.
It's really hard when you're used to instant gratification with Amazon to now have to wait 2 weeks to get something that you would think they'd already have made and ready to go out the door. But apparently not.
Well, it happens.
So yeah. So that's, oh my goodness. No. And then we got little door prizes, bags, door bag, whatever. Came with a couple of, I think they're Timmy stamps too. You know, not too bad. We had fun. What would have made it a little bit better is if they served alcohol.
Yeah. And if I wasn't the only guy there.
You weren't.
Well, on Friday I was, except for the vendors' husbands.
Well, so you still weren't the only guy there.
Yeah.
Now tell them what was said to you on Saturday.
It was, it went kind of something like this. Man, you're a brave guy. It's like, what? I love my wife. I love what she can do with this stuff. So, it was fun.
But it was kind of difficult during the make and take. I mean, I enjoyed getting to try stuff that I've either never seen or I've seen, and it's, I didn't want to put the money out for it because, well, I don't know if I'm going to like it. But the downside was it seemed like you would no sooner sit down and they'd start spitting all these instructions at you, and you'd have to get up and move to the next table.
Yeah, I did not like that.
And me being who I am, it's like, but I'm not done. B, you're rushing me, so I can't get this stuff lined up the way I want it to.
Yeah.
And you're dampening my creativity because you're making me rush. But what can you do?
Uh-huh.
And then we made little turtles.
Oh, they're cute.
I think mine's better. Do you even remember which one's yours, honey?
The one on the left.
Yes. That was the first thing we did. At a table that was totally unprepared to have anybody sitting at it. They just start throwing stuff at you and going, make that.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay.
Oh. Roy says, Patrick, now you know what a male elementary school teacher feels like.
Now, the one thing that we did learn, well, two things that we learned at the table where we made these, is that when you have a spray that has mica in it, whether that's Dilutions or the Tattered Angels or whatever the heck they're called, don't shake, roll.
Mm-hmm.
And when you spray, even though everybody always tells you, oh, hold it like up here, it's 12 inches away or whatever. No. You hold it down as close to the paper as you can because it concentrates it, and that's where you get the actual shine from instead of it being so spotty. And I was like, good to know. So that's what you get for following directions, I guess. You get spray everywhere. So, Linda, are you ready for your art walk tomorrow? You'll have to let us know how you do.
Yeah, I'd like to know how that goes.
Yeah.
And you need to let us know if you have any of the robots left.
Yep, I told her. I said, send me a bill. I want 2 of them. One for you, one for me.
Sweet. Because they were stinking cute.
Oh, I'm so... I have not been paying attention to watching you. I got this pattern. Oh,
that looks amazing.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That is the wrong direction.
Well,
so it has to be a 3.
Linda says she's as ready as can be. Well, I'm sure you'll do great. Sure.
I would be very surprised if she came home with anything.
Yeah, I know. So, what to get into? It's 8:50.
Yeah, that's correct.
Linda said I put 10 on them. Fair? Question mark.
Oh, yeah, hella cheap. That's hella
How big
cheap.
are the robots? About 2 inches tall? Because 10 might be a little low. If they're about 2 inches tall, that's very generous. That's a good price. If they're about 2 inches tall. If they're bigger than 2 inches tall, I would have a minimum 15. If they're like 4 inches tall, I'd have 20.
Well, it's official.
What's official?
I had to renew the security certificate for Epiphany Crafts website. So while I was there, I went ahead and bought crankycrafters.com. So now we have an official domain.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'll just forward it to the the YouTube page. But I figured, what the heck, right?
Yeah.
I think you'll do just fine, Linda.
Linda, how tall are the little robots?
Mama wants to know.
Tell Mother. That is the same as the last one. I'm telling you, I get so confused.
Well, I like these even more. They come in a little case.
Oh, no, let me see. I like that. That's nifty.
Yeah, I took him out of the case. I didn't like it.
See, for me, the robots are 6 inches tall.
Oh, I would take $20 at least. The colors are not written on the sticks, so you may want to take a Sharpie and write the colors on there if you care.
I think you can tell by looking at them.
Alright, I am very confused.
The only two that are somewhat questionable are the copper and the bronze. I don't know that I would call that gold. That looks more like yellow. And the red looks like a... doesn't look red. Pink, purple. That... light blue, blue, green, light green, and silver. Hey, CJ.
Hi, CJ. How are you?
What's up, CJ?
She can't chat because she's a working.
Boo.
She's a working. Huh. Okay.
What?
Huh. It's almost like a lipstick the way it twists in and out.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what they're looking like. This is red, supposedly.
Hello, Carlona.
Hey, Carlana.
Hi, Carlana.
Yes, Linda, I am going to give them a whirl. See what they look like. Yeah, that is not red. That is not red. That's
Yeah, it's pink.
Red is a lie.
It's kind of like magenta-ish or fuchsia-ish.
Mm-hmm. And then
Alright, so now I have to...
Pink is pink. The pink is pink. So, this is copper, supposedly. They are nice and creamy, though. I will give them
They are.
that.
They're very, very nice and creamy. I'm just... I don't know.
Yeah, that's... I don't know that I would call that yellow a gold. It's more of a yellow. I mean, yeah, some gold can be that yellow, I guess, but... And then this is bronze. I don't know that I would call that a bronze. It's more of a salmon. That camera's horrible. Well, it is.
Well, which way does it need to go?
In the trash can.
Is that better?
A little bit.
Where does it need to go?
I don't know.
How about now?
I guess.
Better or worse?
Better.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Roy posted the milk thingy. So let me go to the flock.
Yes, please show. Because I might have to try that.
Alright, and let's actually go... I hate this damn thing!
What thing?
There. Alright, so that's back. So yeah, milk dyeing. Oh, okay.
Huh.
Oh, okay. Looks like something was...
Burned.
Second try, saturated with milk.
Huh.
And it looks like an abstract zebra.
Yeah.
Now I know with tea dyeing, and I've gotten better results using like hot tea instead of it being, you know, like, oh, I made tea and now the bags are cold. No, it's cheapo tea bags brewed with hot water, and you basically scald yourself while you're tea dyeing. That works better than non-hot. I wonder if hot milk, if you start it with the milk being hot and then threw that in the oven, if that would make a difference, because it would already be whatever's loose gets loosened in the milk when it gets hot from the oven. It would already be that way. I wonder if that would work. I don't know. I shall have to experiment.
I mean, my concern is if you're in a humid environment, the fat that remains from the milk is going to go rancid.
See, that's what I said, and everybody told me no.
You're scorching the milk. Yeah, you're not.
They blend kind of nice if you use like a slightly damp baby wipe. And this is just regular printer paper, so I'm sure it would work better with something maybe that had a little bit of a gloss to it. But it's not bad. It blends better than Timmy's, that's for sure.
Yeah. They're very soft.
And I like the metallic. That's an added bonus. If it sparkles, it gets a little easier pass.
You're a tad more lenient with your review.
I know for tea dyeing, I don't know how it correlates, Roy, but for like tea dyeing, I usually do it like like 300 and do it so that the paper is flat. It's not, you know, you don't have layers of paper on top of each other, and that might work. Give it a little longer to sit there in the oven in the heat so that it's not getting dry as quick. Might work.
3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You have gone too much. Coming out.
Yeah, but that's no fun, CJ. CJ says the quickest way to tea dye is to take warm water in a spray bottle, add 10 drops of Timmy's Distress tea spray, and spray your papers.
Yeah, but you gotta pay what, $8.99 for that little bottle of tea spray from Timmy? When you could just go get a couple of tea bags for like 5 cents?
Yeah, I got like the cheapest brand of black tea bags at my grocery store. And it was like 100 tea bags for, I don't know, like $2, $2.50, something like that. And I used, I think, like 4 of them, and then just ran water through my coffee maker, which also has like the Keurig side of it. So, you know, just hit a button and it comes out scalding hot. And just use those tea bags, and I got almost all the way through the paper I did for that journal, and it was starting to get a little weak, so I just added 1 more tea bag and it was fine. Doing it in the summertime kind of sucked because it made the house hot. So this winter, I will probably be a tea staining fiend so that I have a stockpile of it. But it's not bad. It's almost kind of fun watching the paper as it dries out and starts to curl, and you can kind of hear it crackling. I'm weird. I kind of enjoyed it. But I guess if I was in a super rush, I wouldn't mind the easier way of just hitting it. I also want to try doing some coffee stained, because I haven't done coffee stained. And I have to try and find the video again, but they were using different things to like dye clothes with. So I figured if it will dye clothes and be permanent, it should work awesome for paper.
You would think.
But they were using like well, everybody knows avocado will turn stuff pink, and it was like cabbage, like the red cabbage was turning stuff purple, but if you added, I think it was baking soda, it would turn it pink. And then something else was turning stuff blue and green, and I was like, ooh, I should have written it all down, but I didn't. Yeah, low and slow there, Roy. That'll probably do you a little better.
Yeah.
But that's just my unprofessional opinion. So then you get a pad, and I'm gonna need another pen caddy. Ugh.
I can build you one once I have the means.
I already have the plastic one. Come on. Why do you have to ruin everything? This is huge. Let's see. Cocktail pastel, pink, amber, gold, pear green, Caribbean, and amethyst. These are white, my other ones are black.
Yeah.
And the basics are poppy, nectarine, canary, emerald, true blue, and purple. Yeah, I've noticed. See, I don't takes longer to boil. What takes longer to boil, CJ? Because I just use hot water through a Keurig, and it worked really well. Although I will say, if you're tea dyeing scrapbook paper, be careful, especially on the thinner stuff, because crap, it doesn't take long. Because I usually try and like put layers in this pan. Well, I need a bigger pan because it was 12 by 12, and some of the papers I was trying to put in there were 12 by 12.
Oh yeah, it just doesn't work like that.
And I didn't want to cut them down because I wasn't sure how big I wanted the paper yet. So that, and I need a bigger baking pan also because they kind of laid weird. But scrapbook paper, be very, 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 very careful if you try and tea dye that, because you try and they I guess because of whatever inks that they use when they're printing them, some of them tend to like to stick to each other, and they also, you have to be very gentle because just a little too much torque and that sucker rips. Now that's okay if it rips on the side or a part that you hadn't planned on using or you weren't thrilled with anyway. Or if you want to take needle and thread to it, you can kind of sew it and make it look really nifty. But
hey, honey.
CJ dyed a lot with avocados. Just use the inner seed. It gets darker without the skins. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And Carlona also says herbal teas have different colors.
I've used them before.
Yes.
I had a blueberry one.
Oh, that was so good. Yes.
And then I had a pomegranate one. Pomegranate turned everything really nice, pretty shade of pink. And what were you going to say other than that?
Oh no, that was it.
Oh, okay.
That was it. So, Sandra says she posted a picture, posted a new pic of the beads I'm working on. So I guess we have to go to Sandra's group and check that out. Or no, it's on her Facebook page. So this is hers right there.
Oh, look at those. They're little avocados.
That is insane. Sandra, you have like so much freaking talent. That's just, you make me sick, woman. No, that's I don't even know. Aw. Roy said he printed on the first paper. Looks interesting. Let's see how the next sheet turns out. Well, you know how to post on the flock, man. We want to see it.
Yeah, I thought Patrick was going to lose his mind. I was like, yeah, I plan on printing on the tea stain paper. And this was like regular like printer paper, but it was a little thinner because I had taken a piece of sandpaper to it and, you know, scraped at it. And it gave it a really nice texture to it too. But yeah, it went right through the printer like a champ. I was like, yes.
I was so pleasantly surprised.
He was like, I could just see it in his face. He was like, I'm gonna have to take that damn thing apart.
Because I figured it would get all like sucked up into it.
Nope, right through like a champ.
That's insane. That printer. I mean, granted, it's not going to last forever, but it's a good printer.
It's sitting right there. It can hear you. You'll live forever, baby. Don't you listen to him.
Feelings.
Don't you listen to him.
Sandra says, thank you. Do Scooby Doo 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 Doo.
The other eye. That can be a 3.
Wow.
Aren't those cool?
That looks just like a real quarter.
Yeah.
No, those are seriously insane. I saw those yesterday. That's sick.
It's like every time we go to someplace that has clay, I'll sit there and mush it because I like that.
And we always think.
And I always say to Patrick, "Aren't you glad I'm not getting into clay? Because look at all of this."
Yeah.
And you know I'd have to have it all.
Yeah, no, you would, and we would have to dig down in our yard because we have really cool clay deposits.
That's not.
No, we have clay down here.
Yeah, but we have clay in our yard too. We have really thick clay. It's nice.
We have Carolina red clay here.
Now that stuff is good. Aw. These two. Crazy.
Yeah, I like those.
They're crazy. How? And how are they so perfectly round? I mean, what do you sit there and just like you roll them in your little palm?
Like rolling the balls.
Oh, that's just sick.
That's just sick, yo.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, there's that. And now it's going to be a 4, 3, and a 2, and a 1.
So, Ma,
Yes, darling.
what are you up to? What have you been doing this week?
Getting stung.
Weaving and learning about weaving and researching weaving
Getting stung.
and surfing YouTube for weaving. And I discovered this lovely, lovely woman by the name of Jane Stafford. And she is from BC, Canada.
Okay, British Columbia, gotcha.
And I learned more from this woman in 2 days, in the first 2 days that I discovered her, than I have in the past 8 months. She is absolutely amazing, and she has an online guild. So I signed up, and oh my God, she has just completely opened my world. And just made it so that, I think I could do this, and she's just given me so much more confidence, and she's opened my eyes into things that I was confused about. Just really amazing.
That's really cool. Because that's all it takes is a good teacher.
Yep, that's all it takes.
Yeah. Sandra's got a bead roller. That's how she does it. Well, that's nifty.
Yeah, she's got all the bells and whistles over there.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I would have to have all the bells and whistles.
I know you would.
And every shade of color you could think of.
Uh-huh. So, Ma, let me get this straight.
Yes?
You stayed in the house, except for getting stung, all week, just weaving.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have not left the house other than to go to church on Wednesday night.
Oh, okay. Well, at least it's good to get out of the house, so that's good that you got to church.
Yeah, I went to church, but I still haven't gone to town. I still haven't done my grocery shopping.
Wow. Do you guys have Postmates or anything like that?
What do you mean by Postmates?
It's an app. It's like Uber Eats or it's Postmates. It's where you can get someone to drive to this store and get you, a dozen eggs, and then go to this store and get you like some vodka.
They have to pipe in sunshine, honey. You really think they're gonna have something like that down there?
What do you mean they pipe in sunshine?
Because you're so far out in the sticks.
Honey, this is where the sunshine comes from.
Yes, but you're in the boonies. In other words, like civilization is.
I'm 20 minutes from Tennessee, 20 minutes from Virginia.
Yeah,
20
the mountains of both. They're like the nearest.
20 minutes to a super Walmart, 10 minutes from a great pizzeria.
Yeah, it is. Pie on the Mountain is freaking great.
20 minutes to a good Chinese restaurant. There's a new Japanese restaurant that opened.
Really?
Yeah, but like here,
If I'm choosing to start chewing on a cow, you can go to Circle for
you have
ribeye.
a Chinese restaurant in what 10, 20 minutes. We have
47.
in 5. You know, we order something from Amazon. If we do it early enough in the day,
It's here the same day.
same day.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because you have an Amazon warehouse 2 blocks away.
Well, no, it's like 12 miles.
That's what I mean by the boom.
Like, we have, like, 2 different Joanne's in a, 7-mile radius?
Yeah.
We have Joanne's, Michael's. The only thing we don't have in
Is a
close
Hobby
proximity is Hobby Lobby. We have a Micro Center. We have a Harbor Freight, like Costco,
I have
BJ's.
a Harbor Freight Bristol. So I have it's about an hour and 20 minutes away. I have a Harbor Freight. There's a Hobby Lobby. There's a Michael's. There might be a Joanne's. I don't know yet. But in
Check it
Boone,
out.
I've got Tuesday morning, Michael's, Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, and your Tuesday morning is good. I remember shopping there.
They didn't really have a lot, though.
No, but it was a big store. I mean,
Yeah.
it cycles in and out. And most importantly, I love going to Cheap Joe's.
Yeah, I like.
I friggin' love Cheap Joe's. And that's in Boone as well. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. We're not saying we hate North Carolina and North Carolina sucks, because that's the furthest thing from the truth. Like, that's my heaven. Like Phoenix Mountain is my heaven. Like, that's where I feel completely at peace. And here in the last year or two, I am rarely at peace because I deal with a lot of anxiety. So, the mountains are perfection in my eyes. But at the same time, you got to admit your retail resources are limited.
Yeah, but when you have Amazon, stuff gets here in 2 days.
Yeah, no, it's
I love my box man. He's really sweet. All right, but I'm guessing it's 3.
Hobby Lobby spends a lot of money on anti-LGBT causes. I cannot shop there. Oh my God, I didn't know that. I mean, I knew they were a Christian-run organization or company, but
That's
damn.
why they're also closed on Sundays.
Well, yeah, that
That's
yeah,
like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, yeah, exactly, Roy, yeah.
But that's their prerogative. It's their store. If they want to be that way, that's don't shop there then.
Yeah, they also don't want to use barcodes or something.
They use barcodes.
No, what is it that they don't do? I can't remember. I don't know. I can't. They do something weird.
No, the one up in PA does. Well, they didn't. I don't know what they do now. But it used to be that they rang everything in. They'd have to hit the department.
Yeah.
And then whatever the price was. It was an electronic register, so I don't understand why they didn't have a scanner, but they didn't. I don't know what they have now. I don't remember.
Oh, we don't mind you being political in this regard, Roy. I mean, this is your livelihood. This is you. They're talking about anti-you, and it's personal to you. And it's personal to me and Mom and Carrie because, we have many friends that are gay or I personally don't know any lesbians, but I have gay friends. And I love the gays. They're awesome. They deserve everything that women deserved before they were able to vote, and they eventually got the ability to vote. I mean, it was way too late. Inequality in any way is just... Oh, I want to say something and I can't. Damn it. It's freaking stupid. And it's just... It hurts. It hurts my soul. The inequality and the anti-this and anti-that. I'm sick of it. So, if you want to vent about something that's personal to you, go for it, dude. Just do it. You're amongst friends, man. That being said, tell us about your pattern, Mama.
I am doing I'm doing a bunch of tutu twills, and this one is a larger zigzag. This is the pattern that I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Your color is way off, by the way, but
I know it is. I can't do anything about it. If you want to log in and try and fix it, feel free. Because every time I fix it, it breaks again. But you can see the bottom. This pattern I actually just made up. I was following a pattern, and I thought it started on 3, and it actually started on 4. So I did 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, and that's what I got.
Gotcha.
So, but I was so entranced by watching Carrie's haul that I forgot the order in the pattern. So now I have no idea where I am in the pattern. So I'm just kind of chugging along here, making it look, to my eye, it looks okay. I keep going.
Hey, I think it looks awesome. Roy says, gracias. De nada.
All right, now you're going.
That looks complicated. Yes, Roy, it does. My brain gets my brain hurts a little bit when I look at that.
4. This one's almost done. And we're continuing, so we're going with 1.
And hey, Roy, this'll make you feel a little better. I've been looking at the viewers on the analytics page, and I can safely assure you that we did not lose any viewers because of you venting. So there you go.
What Cranky Crafters was.
Exactly. And that's why we have the warning. People don't like it. They can be big girls and big boys, or they can leave. Or we can boot them, which is always fun. Because, this is a place for friends. This is a place for bitching. This is a place for rejoicing. This is a place for talking about how church was on Wednesday, Ma. Like, this is a place, you can talk about whatever you want. So, and hell, call in. That's why we have the call-in number.
Yeah, call in.
So, anyway, now that we've talked about that, Carrie, I have to say, wow.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I definitely like that.
Just monkey.
I like your monkey.
Hello, Bossy Fuzzy. You have to go out. Let me go take her out and I'll be back.
Okay.
Come on, Rose. Oh.
Hey, you know what? We have different angles. Why not?
Okay. So, got a little runny, but that's okay. That's okay.
Roy says we are going to be over the wall in Mexico on El Dia de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot wait. October 31st. Oh, no shit. That's going to be awesome, dude. Take pictures. And because, if you don't mind, send them to me on Facebook Messenger. Because I don't get the chance to really surf through Facebook like I'd like. Because just too preoccupied or
They're
busy.
always going somewhere.
Yeah, I'm totally jealous. Roy, you and your hubby, get to Baltimore, man. I mean, if we have some notice, we'll even set up the art room for you. We've got a little what do you call it? A futon. Yeah.
Putin.
We've got a foot that went on.
You had a coupon, so you got a futon.
Yeah, I got a futon with a coupon. But yeah, we've got a futon that's we've been told pretty comfortable. And Carrie, you've got some experience sleeping on the futon, don't you?
Yep.
That's her nap spot.
So
I'm napping on Sanjay's bed.
So yeah, just don't steal any of Carrie's art supplies. Not that we think you would.
I don't know. There is a
Well, we have
frisking and a
security.
body cavity search when you do go to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then then we have to pat him down. Sandra wants to know what part of Mexico.
The part on the other side of the wall.
Did they really put the wall up? Like, is that seriously a thing?
They've had a wall for decades.
Oh, well, I knew that.
Yes.
Like, I don't like. I don't.
Frankly, all right, Roy got to voice his opinion. I can voice mine.
Sure.
I think they should put the wall up because I'm tired of paying for illegal immigrants. And so is Sanjay. Sanjay came to this country the legal way. He applied and he was approved and he has dedicated himself to the country ever since.
He really has. He's an NRA instructor, for crying out loud.
He has served the Coast Guard Auxiliary, as have I. He was a very high-ranking officer in the Coast Guard Auxiliary. And, he's pissed off about it, too.
Yeah. I mean, my thoughts are very similar. But I also see the other side. I also see that it's a lot harder nowadays to get a green card or even to get a visa if you're, from Mexico.
We need to be able to take care of ourselves. We need to be able to take care of our own. What about all the women and children that are homeless? What about all the vets that are living on the street?
Oh, no, I know. We have to take care of our own first. I get that.
Take care of our own. If you want to come to this country, come legally. Otherwise, get the fuck out. And I haven't said that word in months.
No, you haven't. And I was wondering when that was coming out. Linda's like, yes, Melissa, you tell him, girl. No, I agree with you. I do. I'm not saying I don't agree with you. I just also see their side. There's a lot of stories that I've read about, people that are married and the due to missing paperwork or lapsed paperwork, the husband has to go back and he's never lived there. And now he's there. He's been there 2-3 years and it's taken him so much to get through the bureaucratic red tape, and he finally, after 3 years, just now got his green card back. And it's like it's too hard for people like that were working tax-paying citizens. Well, I don't know how that works, but I guess not. They were married and filing joint taxes, so I'm guessing. Anyway, yeah, I definitely think that it's a bullshit move to come here illegally. Unless you're seeking asylum, in which case there's a method for that too.
Yeah, do it the right way or don't come.
Yeah. I will also say, I sometimes wish I wasn't in America. Because there's just so much bullshit here. But
I'm with Linda. Build that wall.
Yeah.
There's bullshit everywhere, dude.
Oh, I know. I'm really enjoying watching you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just therapeutic. It's calming. You repair my damaged calm.
Oh, jeez.
I went a few over. That's all I'm doing. I got so riled up.
And hey, Ma, you'll be happy to know that we didn't lose any listeners to that one too. Oh, well, we just did.
What?
We just dropped one, but that happens all the time.
Oh, well.
It doesn't matter. We're not doing this for the likes or for the viewers or whatever. We're doing it because we enjoy hanging with you guys. And I just like hanging with my mom and my wife, my two favorite women. Hell, and Lucy. So my three favorite women.
And occasionally, your two old men. Adams and Lincoln.
Well, yeah. I missed Adams. I miss you. I mean, at least we get to hang out on camera, but it's not the same.
Well, when the heck are you coming down? You've had no vacation.
No, I have. Well, that's the thing. I have no vacation. Well, I never did have vacation. I used all my personal time.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, fucker. I miss the gel thingies. Do they spread with water? Linda asks.
Huh?
Linda asks, I missed the gel thingies. Do they spread with water?
I used a damp baby wipe. It's just straight up printer paper, so it probably worked better on something that's a little glossy. But yeah, it blended a little bit. I mean, it took out like all of the, you know how you get with crayons that wax build up? It totally smoothed that out.
Wow.
And the shine is still there, so it's not bad.
You know, speaking of crayons and wax and stuff like that, I've been watching another artist here lately.
How dare you?
Her name is Echo Gillette, and she uses crayons, but she has a technique where she goes back with a scraper and scrapes all the excess wax off. Holy crap, it's just a great technique.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just a badass chick. I mean, Carrie watches the videos with me. She knows.
Mm-hmm.
Go get him, Rosie.
Linda says, okay, thanks. They look pretty.
Yep, they look alright.
Do, 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 do.
Too loud.
Yeah, sorry.
One of them?
Okay, maybe we are losing listeners now, or watchers, viewers, because we just dropped 4. Oh, now we're back up to 9 again, and now we're back down to 7. This thing is stupid. I should just stop watching. Linda says, I think hubby is more excited for this art walk than I am. He is hyper about everything.
Oh, jeez. Sounds like somebody I know.
Yup. Well, the stuff that you've been doing, Linda, is insanely good. And I think it attracts more than just other artists. It attracts, you know, your everyday man or person, and it's pretty universal what you do. So keep doing it, and that's why he really digs it.
I like art with a sense of humor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did creeples and.
No yawning. Sorry, Carlana. Linda says, I got coffee, so I'm staying a while.
I'd love some.
Oh, damn it. All right, I'm going to go make us some coffee.
Yay.
Love you, bye.
Because I never did get the email with my iced coffee in it.
Freaking
Check your spam folder.
Don't go up yet. You can take this with you.
Okay.
Oh.
Iced coffee or regular?
Regular, please.
Did you check your Facebook?
No. I guess that's where it is.
Yeah.
But I don't trust it now because Zuckerberg probably put something in it. Yeah, we have the ground Dunkin' Donuts, and we also have the Dunkin' Donuts pods too. I love that coffee. It's really good.
I love Dunkin' Donuts. They make good coffee.
Yes.
They make a good chocolate roller, and I like the cake donuts.
I like Dunkin's caramel macchiato, but I like it iced. Oh, it's so good. So good.
I don't think I've ever had one.
Yeah, I like it.
Linda says, I like donuts, period. Me too.
Pampering your tailbone. She got a new sitting cushion. It's memory
There you
foam,
go.
memory foam and gel.
My tailbone got broken when I was 12. And they don't do anything for that. And it hurts. When I went for my first set of x-rays and MRI for my spinal surgery, one of my spinal surgeries, the guy looked at my tailbone and he went, ouch. I said, yeah, that's what I've been saying. I said, can't you do anything about that? No, we don't do anything with that.
Wow.
Can't you just sit there and take the bone out?
Oh, jeez.
Well, we don't do that. There's too many important nerves in that area. Things could go wrong very quickly, so they don't touch it.
Oh, and something else I've had to kind of, hey, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki!
I've had to, not deal with, but, contend with, maybe. Found out that my dad had a heart attack.
Oh my God!
So,
when?
2 weeks ago?
Oh
No,
my God!
week and a half ago, something like that.
Is he okay?
Well, poor man, he can't catch a break. You know, he's dealt with bladder cancer. He was finally getting, back up and running from that, and then now he's had a heart attack. And my mom and dad weren't 100% sure. Said that his heart felt weird or whatever, so they went to the emergency room and they did tests or whatever, and yeah, he had a heart attack. And then they did some more tests and he had blockages, so then he had to have bypasses done. I think it was three bypasses.
That?
Huh?
He had that done already?
Yeah, he's home.
Oh my God! That was fast.
Yeah. Well, my dad doesn't like being in the hospital. Not that anybody does, but he will make everybody miserable, because if you think I'm cranky, yeah.
You learned it from him, huh?
Well, I got it from my mom and my dad, but when my dad really gets going, woo! Woo! So, yeah, so he did that. Now my mom's dealing with him, so I don't know who to feel worse for, her or him. But yeah, he's tough old bird. He's hanging in there, so.
Well, I'm glad he's better, but I am so sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, I'm not the type of person that wants to sit there as soon as something goes wrong and like blow it all over Facebook or whatever. I don't know. It's just not how I deal with stuff. I know. I don't even really tell Patrick a lot. I just kind of internalize everything. So, but you learn that when you're an only child. You've got so you've got to be prepared to deal with stuff. So, but yeah, so that was fun. Not, but yeah, I think he's just too damn ornery, so we'll be alright. My dad.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, baby. I enjoy the coffee. And you even put it in the right mug. Well, one of the right mugs.
Eeyore?
No. Next best thing, Grumpy.
Grumpy.
Yeah, from the Seven Dwarfs. Because that's my other spirit animal. You didn't get yourself some, or it's still brewing?
Still brewing.
Well, Linda's hubby's getting his knee replaced in a couple of weeks rather than a couple of months. That's good.
You're welcome.
I said thank you. Yes, I did. I meant to. I thought about it. Doesn't that count?
Nope.
I thought about it. Well, for everything I do for you.
It was a joke.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have put alcohol on it. I thought it would be a better effect, but not so much.
Oops.
Oh well.
It's still pretty colors. You could still punch out a butterfly or something.
Well, it's actually an envelope.
Oh, okay.
Because yes, I have the We Are envelope board, so yes, I use it. I like it. Although I have a hard time with it. I don't know. if I'm trying too hard to make it perfect, or they're not supposed to look perfect, or I don't know what I'm doing wrong. This one actually turned out halfway decent, but it seems like whenever I do it in paper, it, like regular paper, it doesn't fold right. But this actually did, so I don't understand this. I don't know. Wow. His ortho wants to reduce his practice, so we got to get it done sooner.
Oh.
Jeez. And Bootsy's getting a robotic total knee replacement the day before Thanksgiving. Now, Roy, you know you're just doing that so you don't have to cook.
Of course.
Good plan, by the way.
I agree.
Yeah, I got a cup of coffee and some Reese's cups that have the Reese pieces in them.
Oh, there you go.
Didn't even ask for them. Wow, CJ's had both of her knees replaced.
Oh, wow.
I don't want any more surgeries. I'm done for a good long while, I think.
Yeah, my back is going, though. My back and my neck are going. My arms go numb all the time, and my lower back is, I'm just really hoping I don't have to do that again.
Yeah, I think your son's going to be the next one.
What?
For surgery.
Oh, you shut up. You shut up.
Oh, trust me, sweetheart. I don't want you to have surgery. You having a cold is bad enough. I don't want to deal with Patrick in worse pain or discomfort than a cold.
Send him down here.
Yeah.
I'll rule him with my wooden spoon.
Oh, Jesus.
I wouldn't be shocked if I'll end up having to have my hips replaced.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't wanna.
I know you don't.
I don't wanna. If they can't even do a hysterectomy right, I'm afraid to know what'll go wrong if they do hips. I just don't have that kind of luck.
Has she cleared you to go back to work yet?
No, not yet.
Jesus. What is her problem?
Afraid of getting sued? I don't know.
I would still sue her. Regardless, you're getting sued. Get over that.
Oh, jeez. Take a look at this from CJ.
Oh, CJ.
Holy
CJ, that's
cow.
gorgeous.
Oh,
That's pretty.
such detailed work. Oh, wow.
I wish I had the creativity in her little finger.
Yeah. Oh, just wow.
Yeah, she's another one that's all
Mm-hmm.
talent, all
Yeah.
24/7.
I want CJ's left little finger. I want Linda's right little finger. And then I might be a halfway decent person at doing stuff.
I don't know. I think that journal came out pretty dang good.
Yes, I do.
Bootsy he shared a picture of his soaked in milk paper on the Flock Facebook group.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's better.
Wow.
Much better, Roy.
Yeah.
There you
That
go.
is wicked. That is certainly wicked.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it.
That's 300 degrees. Okay, cool.
Cool.
Now, did you
Oh,
preheat it with the paper in it, or did you put the paper in when it was beeped as it?
you
after it beeped?
would put it in while it's hot.
Okay.
Did you use cold room temperature or warm milk there, Boots? Boots.
Bootsy, Bootsy, Bootsy. We had a cat named Bootsy.
Alright, you need to come up for your 5 minutes of fame, or are you good? Miss, you need to come up? No? Okay. Carry one. I think I'd be alright with the little bit of mess that I would get from one finger of yours, Linda. I think I'd be alright. The entire time I was working on that journal, I had so much crap out and all over the place, it was starting to get me a little aggravated. I think that's another reason why I felt pressured to finish it so I could clean up. And now that I've gotten...
You want all my stuff?
Huh?
You sure you want all my stuff?
Yeah.
Jesus, where the hell would you put it?
Don't you worry about it.
Oh,
I
God.
will be able to handle it. Oh, it's room temperature. Okay. But now that I'm done with that, and I've got some of it squared away, that's why I wanted to get to Big Lots and get some storage totes, because I need to organize journaling stuff so that it's all in one thing. But now that I've done that, now it's like, okay, now I can start gearing up for the next one.
Yeah.
Which I guess will be yours.
Yay!
Once I can figure out how I want to do the binding. That's the tricky part. With your need to take paper in and out.
Yeah. I know. I've got to be difficult, don't I?
Yep. Almost, maybe if I could find a small enough three-ringed notebook.
Yar.
Like the metal part.
Yar.
But it needs to be smaller than your average notebook. If I could find one of those, I could use that. Maybe. I should be able to attach it.
Okay.
But it's just going to be a matter of finding one. Because I've looked on Amazon, and theirs seem like they're all too long for what I want. I don't know.
I think the dogs need to go out.
I'll open the door and let them out.
Okay.
Open the door.
Come on, Link. Thanks, go pond.
He said, damn it, Daddy. He said, I'm tired of them steps.
Okay, why not?
Oh, hey, where's your 3-in-1?
A 3-in-1 what?
Oil!
Earl.
yeah.
I don't know. I do know, but I can't explain it.
Okay. Linda says Office Max has half-size binders.
For really, though.
We might have to go.
Yes.
Yes.
Because that will be the next one.
Ah, good coffee.
Yes.
I don't have any. I finished mine. I did send Carrie hers, though.
I told you, if it's on Facebook, Zuckerberg put something in it.
He spit in it.
No, he probably roofied it.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he's good like that.
Oh. Do.
You don't say.
I think I did.
Okay.
Ooh, this is some hot coffee.
Let's try this. me do one. I don't know how that's going to work.
There
Oh,
we
well,
go.
finish.
Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky.
Squeaky!
Squeaky, squeaky.
One.
Linda wants to know how many potholders on the frame now, Melissa.
Hang on a second, I'll tell you.
She gonna tell you real quick.
We got some 1, 2, oh, there's a lot. There's probably about 8 of them on there, and I've got quite a ways to go yet. I did notice that these seem to have machine oil on them
Uh-oh.
from the...
Ooh, we got helicopters outside.
They've been busy the past
Oh, really?
like 12 hours.
What are you looking for? And
Brown dog.
Security system on.
Oh, Brown Dog just walked in the house as soon as they came over, so I'm guessing he's hiding.
He's on the lamb.
Yeah.
Well, technically you're a Duffy now, honey.
Yeah, haha.
But he
So
is
this-
on your side of the studio.
Yes.
This is going to be fun. This is 2 picks in the same shed. And 2 picks in the next shed. It's going to be very bold. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm just going over one of the end threads so it doesn't fall out. Oh yeah, I like that. Mama like. Mama like. Make Mama happy.
Wow.
Well, what I'm doing.
Yeah. That looks marbled. That looks like, well, like marble. Yeah. That's nifty.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
What do you mean, nope? It's nifty.
It's not marble.
Well, it's nifty.
I like it.
It's niftied. There you go. Coffee good.
Yes.
Okay, I have to wind a bob on. I am liking it. Over to my bob on.
You need to get those dogs coordinated, Sandra.
Give me my purple thread.
Linda says, love that, Carrie.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Huh. Let's see something.
She's gonna do something.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just trying to see if I can get the... Oh, that smears on the inside. Blood, I didn't glue it.
Huh.
Windy, windy.
Are those vellum envies?
Yes, I made it. With my We Are envelope board.
We Are is awesome.
There we go. It was on this side.
La-di-da-di-da-di-da-da. Da-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Good God.
What?
What, me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just making a mess.
Well, all right then.
Damn alcohol.
Oh, I need my scissors.
You know what?
Hmm.
I'm going to interrupt this broadcast
What's new?
for just a minute. I've got something important. It's been on my mind for a while. I wanted to talk about it.
Uh-oh.
Everybody put them in blah blah mode.
It's good coffee.
Was that the message?
Yes, it was.
Oh, jeez.
Clickbait.
Pardonnez-moi.
You still got the crud?
It's coming out. I'm not coughing or I'm like. It's just when it comes out, it comes out. But that was I think the third cough I've had today. Holy crap!
Isn't that cool?
Wow, woman.
You need to do something with that side though. That side's aggravating.
Here, I just turned on autofocus. Autofocus. Oh yeah, look at that. When it works, it works. But then there's other times like now.
And then if I was feeling really ambitious, I'd get up and get the, what is it called? The sparkle rainbow?
The little poofer?
No, the Marabou, Marabou alcohol inks, the one with the glitter in it.
Oh, yeah.
And on that side, but that would require getting up, and I really don't want
to. I feel your pain.
Those I may keep. I may keep my Marabous.
No!
That's fine, I got the whole set.
CJ says, that's easily fixed, Carrie. Get a bigger desk.
I will when somebody builds me
Hey,
one.
I need a freaking shop, lady.
Talk to your mother.
Ma! I'm supposed to talk to you about something.
About what?
Well, my wonderful wife.
Well, no, she's always saying, do I need to help you with getting a shop so you'll build me stuff? Talk to your mother.
God.
Well, December rolls around pretty quickly.
Shit.
There's always, grandma's check.
Yes, there is. I mean, I'm not rushing anything because I don't want to do this haphazardly. She is going to wipe that dot until forever.
I am right there.
And why
right there?
Yeah.
I got to figure out why it's not coming off of there.
Did you try alcohol?
Yes, dear.
Did you try acetone?
No, that would probably eat this mat.
Probably.
That's probably why this isn't coming up, because the alcohol has put a hole in it.
Oh, God.
Seriously? You know Timmy?
Ugh.
Timmy does what Timmy does, and not all the time is it the right thing. Yeah, it's stained. Timmy. I don't know. You're the one that put her out. You're the one that should be taking parental responsibility.
I'm a bad parent.
Okay.
I'm a bad boy.
Pull the booty boots. Let's open some of our stuff instead of hoarding it in the bag. That goes in our tape drawer, Miss Poot. Bam. In the tape drawer. Hi. You ready to come up now and say hi? You ready to come up and say hi? Come on. There you go.
I like your coffee cup.
Daddy, somebody's ready for her close-up.
Oh, there's little loosey goosey.
Hello, Goose.
No, you cannot have the chocolate or the coffee. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
That's great.
Okay.
A lap
You're gonna go get the brown one? Go get the brown one. Where'd Brown Dog go? Huh? Where's Brown Dog? Huh? Where's Lincoln? You don't care, do you? You cannot have the chocolate, thank you. You watching yourself?
Who's that dog? Where did he come from?
There you go. Good job.
I'm working in the same shed twice.
That's one big lapdog.
Yes.
That's the goosey goose.
Yep. I've treated her like a lapdog since she was a pup. What's he got?
What you got, Mike?
Did he have something in his mouth?
I don't know. He's
look-
licking his mouth now, so.
The way he was trotting, I thought he, quote unquote, found something in the art room.
Maybe it was a bug.
No, one of them pulled the Eeyore that you got me
Yes.
and took it upstairs, even though it was in the bag down
Jesus. That's pretty funny.
here. They cut.
Ribbit.
That's kind of nice.
Is it? Oh, man. The spring action has to be awesome.
You only have to do half the work.
Yeah. That's nice.
Very cool.
And I love the lock on it.
Yeah. Keep it cool.
Yeah. That's nice. If you ever see that again, get me one, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. I thought I gave myself 3 Reese's, but I can only see 2.
I have 5. How many was I supposed to have?
I don't know. I wasn't counting.
Oh.
But I grabbed 3, and now I only see 2.
I guess you ate one already.
Well, no, I ate one already, and I physically only see one. I see the wrapper for the other.
Oh. It's not an olive bone, Link. I'm sorry, dude. They only had real little itty bitty ones, and that would have made you mad. You know you like the big ones. Alright. Let's see.
Bingo.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Oh, yeah, it is. That's cool. Now, carry it on.
Let's see if I can get it back under there. There we go.
Hello.
Wow.
Oops.
Woohoo!
Kind of messed that one up.
Yeah, it happens.
But that's cute.
Ooh, Linda said it's about time for a candy corn and salted peanuts mix. Oh, that sounds delicious.
I take the salted nuts anyway.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Watch out. I'm getting in the way of my bags, dude.
Doody doody.
I like me them there salty nuts.
Ruh-roh.
What's this? What's happening? What's going on?
Ooh.
Or Cranky.
CJ says she sent you another picture of her male TN journals made from leather wallpaper.
Oh.
Me needs to see that.
What?
Wow.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. What? Oh, that's amazing. Oh.
CJ.
Oh, damn it. That's so good. Oh.
Well, now you know what kind of journal to make them, Carrie.
I don't know. I kind of wouldn't mind. I kind of wouldn't mind like if Mal Reynolds had a journal. That would be cool.
That's not the way I was going at all.
Yeah, well, no, also steampunk or whatever you've got in mind. I mean, I like whatever. All right, do you want to expose your plan, or you want me to just be surprised? I know I'll love it, and I know it'll be a style that agrees with me, because you know me better than I know me. Sometimes. Hey, Sandra's back. What did she miss? I drank coffee. Oh, I bet, Linda. She says it's like eating payday bars. I love payday.
I love payday.
I need me a little chocolate. Give me a Snickers. Snickers.
Mm-hmm.
Payday has dark chocolate in them, and I love dark chocolate.
Oh, that's weird. Your dog is so weird. He wants the packaging.
No, that's not weird at all for dogs.
Lucy didn't want it until she thought he wanted it, and she's only snooping it. He wanted to chew it.
I'm just in the zone, zipping along here, and
Get in the zone!
auto zone.
Ooh, Sandra's gonna send some of her peanut butter cups. Oh, what? At first I was like, oh, she's gonna send me a picture, and then wait, no, what? She's gonna send us some of her peanut butter? What? Okay, just let me know what you want for them, because I would love that.
I love peanut butter cups.
They are like our all-time favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like them with dark chocolate. I don't like.
Ooh, yes.
I don't like milk chocolate.
There's this company in Pennsylvania that makes their own brand of like peanut butter cups, and they use like toffee, and they'll use like other flavors, and it's like really good.
Ow.
What?
Damn magnet snapped and hit me in the thumb. That hurt.
Yeah. Hey. That's just cool.
It's so cute.
And I love how it's keyed, so you can't put it on wrong.
Mm-mm. The only thing that Timmy has, well, Timmy's has a couple things that are different than what this one will do. Timmy's. Uh-oh.
What happened?
I drop it in my shuttle.
Oh no!
I have to make a high castle for this.
It's like Challenger explosion all over.
Which,
Get it? Mallow cups, yeah, they're pretty good too.
Oh, I like mallow cups. Oh, yeah.
And Sandra's got a recipe to make almond joy / mounds.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Carrie.
what?
I don't like sweetened coconut.
Sandra can make almond joys and mounds.
I made mounds.
Yes, you did actually, and they were friggin' delicious.
So, bite me.
I'd like to bite you if you tasted like mounds.
Anywho.
I would never bite your mounds though, because that would hurt.
Timmy's, you
Not
can get
again.
a case for, which, as someone who likes to accessorize, that's nice. And then
I could make you a woven case.
Timmy's, you can change it to the proper thickness, if you will, depending on whether you're using unmounted rubber stamps or if you're using just regular clear cling stamps, which this doesn't, but then again, this is free floating, so it's all about how much pressure you exert down on it.
Yeah.
So,
And I like that it's flippable too, because you can, like, if you're doing like a border, you can just like flip it around to each corner.
right. And this, from what they were saying, because it's set up this way, you can essentially use any size paper. So if you had a 12 by 12 sheet of paper,
Yeah.
you would do like the first 6 square inches and then just rotate it and keep going until you got all the parts of that 12 by 12 sheet of paper that you wanted. But, I mean, this, I paid, Amazon prices, which it was the cheapest that I could find it, and it was...
It's surprising that it was Timmy's and cheapest.
And it was 24 maybe. And then I got extra set of stamps, or not stamps, magnets, just so if you need all 4 corners held down, you can do so. And of course, I had to get the cover for it. Just because, not that I plan on traveling with it, which is what they consider this cover to be for. It's more so, it's protected from anything weird, I guess, happening to it other than me stepping on it, because nothing's going to save it at that point. If it was, I might even be able to fit that in there. Let's give it a whirl, shall we? We shall. As soon as I get these magnets out of the way. Thank you, Timmy, for making a stretchy pouch. Ta-da! Both in there. That makes me happy. Now I know where they both are at any given moment.
Alright, did they both fit in the pouch?
Yep.
There you go. Problem solved.
Exactly. So, we'll keep that with us. Something we need to know. And I doubt y'all want to see me sit here and organize stamps. That would be horrific, I'm sure. So, even though I have an interesting way of doing it.
Going to run out. Yeah. Will I make it across?
Just because for clear and cling type stamps,
Make it.
I use a large photo and craft keeper with all the little individual little bins in it. And then
That's storage crack right there.
Then
Oh, those are all your embossers.
Then I take and I hemmed and hawed over it because I wasn't sure, should I keep all the sets together? So if I want that entire set, I finally, for the most part, just broke it apart. So if I'm looking for flowers or butterflies, these are all butterflies. These
That's
are
crazy.
all flowers. I did keep Timmy stamps together, and I kept Delusions and Wackley or whatever her name is together in one. And I have words and the alphabet and stuff like that. But then I have acetate sheets that are 12 by 12 that I got for making stencils on either the Scan and Cut or the Cricut Maker. But I took sheets of it, cut it down to where they'll fit in there, and then I just keep them on there, and then each sheet kind of protects the one underneath of it. A little bit of masking tape with what it is, in there it goes, and all of my clear cling type stamps are here now. Where before, they were all in their original packaging, kind of just everywhere. So at least now I can find it, kinda. A little bit better than I could before. And the only reason I even got this is because Michael's had one of their 50% off craft and then 20% off your entire purchase, including sale items. So why the hell not? Especially when they charge such a premium for stuff like this. I think this regularly is like $40. And it's like, really? It's plastic.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, but it's very useful plastic.
Yeah, it is. But it's like the caddies that I have like a bajillion of with all my scrapbook paper and the cases in it. You know, we were the only places that we really saw it was Joann's, and they were like $90, $99. Nah.
What?
It doesn't matter, because I found on Amazon a seller who sells them for $30 a piece.
Oh.
So that's not
$30.
Yeah, so that's not waiting for a coupon. That's not waiting for a sale. That's not waiting for a sale that you can use a coupon on. That is $30 every day. So I got like 3 of them. I got 3 for the price of 1.
I have found several of those storage boxes in Dollar Tree.
This one or the one that I put the carts with the craft paper?
They're smaller. They're smaller ones, but I don't know if they're that size, the size that you're using. But I would check Dollar Tree because they do have storage containers. I have seen them, and I have actually bought some.
I almost had coffee out the nose because I had to cough and was trying to swallow at the same time.
Ooh, yummy.
But crisis averted somehow.
Well, that's good. Sandra says that she makes a delight called Christmas crack. It's toffee, and oh my god, I love toffee.
See, I'm not big on toffee and stuff like that.
I love it.
Dude, it's food, of course.
Yeah, well. Also, Linda just got herself an Atkins snack bar. It's like a mound, but only has 2 net grams of carbs, 1 gram of sugar, and 9 grams of fiber. That's not bad. I've been on a snack bar routine lately. For breakfast, I'll do like one of those organic, like nothing but like stuff you can pronounce, and it's like tons of protein, and it's like it's peanuts, you know, and or pea, pea protein and stuff like that. It's really tasty.
Pea protein?
Yeah, or whatever's. I know. I think it's peanut butter based. I don't know, but it's really tasty, and I have that with Jesus.
Ew.
God.
Ew. Peter.
So, anywho, I have one of those and a banana for breakfast with my coffee, and that's my breakfast. And then for lunch, I'll usually do some pieces of fruit, and I'll do I can't remember, like a One is the name of the brand, just ONE. Or Think.
Mary said she got 3 of those containers while they were on sale. I bet you did, Miss Lucky, with your
What's up, Mary?
Employee discount.
Yeah. So so that was anyway, I'm done.
Thank you.
But they have like 20 grams of fiber or protein each. Atkins are they really? Okay, how much protein are in them? Because I want something that's going to fill me up, because I don't want to eat during the day. But if I don't eat, I end up getting the shakes and I get ill. So that's not good either. So I need to, get in the habit of eating. But working for, hell, people know I work for Royal Farms. and they, I'm in and out of their stores all the time. So it sucks not having anything because I grab something from there, and I try to eat healthy, but
They have good fried chicken, apparently.
yes, they do.
Which I guess is a problem if you're on a diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, CJ. I
what?
try not to look.
They had 70% off on those containers. Why did you know about this, honey?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do it?
It's the lowest prices of the season. They're having a sale right now.
Let's go get some of those containers.
What, the one with the little ones inside?
Yeah. Do you want them? Do you need more?
Honey, I have just started to collect stamps.
Okay, true.
What do you think? Do you think I'll need them?
Yeah.
I need a lot of them.
Yes.
It's kind of like when we started out with the scrapbook paper cases, and
And now you've got like 37,000 of them.
I'll only need 2. Shit. I could fill 2 of them up
2 dozen.
with the stuff sitting on the table that hasn't been put away yet.
I am liking this one.
Linda said, depending on the flavor, they range from 16 to 20 grams.
Wow. Okay. So that's not bad. All right. I'll have to. Next time we need to get. I'll do that.
There are 12 metallic colors, and I only have 6. You know what that means.
That's a problem.
Yep. But let's see how they work first. See if it's worth tracking down the other 6. Lincoln shush. Now he must have a clock in him. He does this every time we stream.
Yeah.
Around this time.
What is he doing?
Crying because he wants to go upstairs.
Oh, it's bedtime.
No, he wants to go cuddle with Daddy on the sofa. Ain't that right, uh-huh?
Yeah, that's probably right.
That go there.
Dooby dooby doo.
Beware of the penguin.
Do 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 do.
There's my grumpy mug.
Yeah, let me. There you go.
Angry since 1937, but I'd say 71.
Mary says the sale ends at close of business tomorrow.
We gotta go out for dinner anyway, right?
Well, we could cook at home. I mean, it depends on how we feel. It really does.
Killing me, Smalls.
Linda says, Carrie, a word of advice. Be careful getting too much of one thing. When I purged my studio, I got rid of 3 bins of rubber stamps, a ton of odd scrapbook paper, and just stuff in general.
Yeah, but
I mean, she's got a point, because...
Yeah, but it's not like I have a little bit of stamps. It looks like I have a lot, but if you're talking like, oh, I'm going to do a journal and it's going to be, like shabby chic Paris that whole genre of needing dress forms and Eiffel Towers and crap in French and French flowers and French countryside and all that type of crap, I might have 2 stamps in all of that.
Yeah.
So I'd be screwed. If you're talking about like paper packs and stuff like that, even if there's paper in those pads that will never see the inside of a journal, they will more than likely turn into a bead. So, and that's what they were initially bought for anyway. So, that's fine. Markers and paints and stuff like that you can use in a million different places, so that I'm not worried about. And again, I'm angry that you didn't purge it in my direction, Linda. So. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the mounted rubber stamps that I have came from Goodwill.
Yeah, that one haul we got.
They're Stampin' Up! Stamps, which are fairly nice, and a lot of them hadn't been used, and they were like 99 cents for the whole set of whatever, so that's fine. Even if they don't get used, I have, since I was a child, I have loved stamps, loved them. So it's kind of like Melissa with fabric and stuff like that. If it's a rubber stamp, I love it. You can emboss with them things. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
You can use it when you're doing jelly plating. Love it. You know, give me any more reason to buy more, and I'll love you for it. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with it. As far as, you know, like Timmy's distress inks and sprays and all that stuff. Completionists have to have it at this point. I don't have... I mean, even though it's the first time I've ever used it, I've had this for 2 years, and I didn't even buy it. It was part of a Happy Meal. And I used it for the first time... Whoops. Used it for the first time ever today. And... love it. So now it's like I'm fighting the need to go and see what other colors they have, because until I see that I'm ever going to use it again, I don't know that I should.
And then you do tend to think a lot like you tend to practice the Alton Brown method. And Alton Brown, one of our favorite chefs, he hates unitaskers. All of his tools can be used for more than one purpose. You know, whether even a grater or a microplane. You know, that's for grating and microplaning tons of different things. Not for just, one thing. And with Carrie, she loves tools, just like I do, that are multitaskers. So... I mean, when it comes to the supplies, yes, you're going to have paint that'll go bad before you use it or dry up. You're going to have, you might never pour again. We don't know. I keep saying we need to. I'd love to.
I probably will when
I
have room that I can put them somewhere and they can dry without it taking up room and keeping me from doing other things.
Yeah.
And right now, that's what would happen.
Yeah.
And that's going to drive me bananas. So.
Yeah, no. Once we break down the wall, let me show people what wall we're talking about.
That wall.
Nope, not that one.
The one that you put the shelves on.
Nope, not that one. Damn it! There we go. That wall. Had to move the camera. Whew, that was tough. The wall with the shelves on it. And yes, I know. I still have 2 shelves to hang. I know. I've been kind of preoccupied.
And you don't know how bad that messes with me.
No, I do. Because it messes with me. Hello, Sandra. She's back again. Didn't know you left, but hello again. So that wall is coming down. And we're going to take that table and we're going to remove it, and in its place and a little further back, we're going to put an island in place. And I think a perfect place for bulk storage would be under the island. We can, have like a cart that we can roll in and out, or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm also going to have like an entire wall that in that craft room that can have nothing but countertop, and then the carts that I do have with the scrapbook paper can just slide right under it. So, it's the one thing I do hate that I got that I don't use or haven't used much is the scan and cut.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking now that I'm getting into where I'm going to have to do a lot of fussy cutting, I'm going to probably be using it more. I'm going to have to force myself to actually learn it. And then the
I thought you
Cricut,
liked the maker better.
I do, but the maker can't scan and then fussy cut
Yeah.
stuff that I've printed out.
Yeah, well, see, here's the fun fact. Neither can the scan and cut half the time.
Well, no, it's because I never bothered to really dive deep and figure it 100% out either.
Yeah.
But the Cricut Maker I will probably get into more also now that I'll have more room on that table without them both sitting there, and once the other shelf gets there and my die cutter can go up on a shelf and get out of the freaking way, I'll probably start using the Cricut Maker more because I like making my own stencils. I don't like having to buy that, and it's can be hard to find, especially if you have something in your mind's eye that you want, like a theme. If you're working on something and you have a theme in your head and you have looked everywhere, but you can't find a damn stencil or mask or whatever you want to call it to achieve what it is you're looking for. Well, I have a tool right behind me that I can use to make my own damn stencil.
Yeah.
So, and hey, if I get really ambitious and it's a stencil that I see a lot of people go, oh, where'd you get that? Oh, I love that.
Yeah, we can put it up on the store.
I can tell that thing to crank out 20 of them and put them up on the store.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it has its benefits. It's just I haven't, A, had time, B, had the health, and C, had the room to actually use it, because that mat has to have room to travel, and when you've got machine upon machine upon machine sitting on a table, you just don't have room for it.
No. And then we need the option to get rid of that table sometimes. Like, if we're doing a project and we need that table gone, we can't right now. But after we get the shelves up, we can temporarily do that.
No, the table stays, honey.
I know. Never mind. It was just an option. But anywho.
But whenever we can get the wall down and get the island in there, or whatever you want to call it, in there, and have a big enough countertop space, we're going to have a camera that's pointing straight down. And I've already told him, I said, get ready to pour, mofo, because you'll be doing it too, because we'll have plenty of room.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and that's when we're going to start having fun. Oh, Sandra says, I love what you did with this space. Cool.
It's getting there, Sandra.
Yeah, I mean, we have it sucks hurting all the time. Oh, God,
I mean,
it sucks.
I have so many plans for how I want my craft space to be.
Yeah.
But, a lot of it has to wait until he has some place that he can do his stuff out of the weather, whether it's 100 plus and humid or raining or snowy. He'll have his own little man cave that he can go out there and build stuff, because he's gonna make me a desk, and I want a whole wall over here that's nothing but storage for embellishments, like apothecary style drawers, and room for built-ins for my Timmy.
Have you seen the Ishitani?
Yes. We freaking loved that video.
What video?
The Ishitani furniture video where he made the apothecary thing.
But yeah, it's just so much that have to come before that. But I mean, for right now and until that happens, I've got room and I have ways of organizing that I can still find everything, so.
Yeah. And Linda says a big tip, make your counter high enough that you do not have to lean over it. All the counters and table are about 36 inches high. You're taller, you might want it taller. As a matter of fact, here is a fun fact that I learned years ago. And what you want to do when you're making a workbench or any kind of surface, you want to measure it so the top of the countertop is going to be right here when you have your hands down at your at your sides. You want the countertop to be right at wrist level, and that's how you know it's going to be perfect for your size. So I will be definitely measuring Carrie's wrist height.
Well, the island will have stools around it, so.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to build the stools though, because that would require. Well, I mean, once I have a shop, Mom's got the lathe for me, and you, so, and I so look forward to seeing you get hooked on wood. Watching you turn wood is a sexy thought indeed for me, because that's my number one thing, woodworking. Screw IT. I hate IT. I mean, I love tech. Hate IT.
See, now you know how I felt.
Yes, I do.
I need to find a sewing table.
Yes. We went out looking the weekend we went to Westminster for the stamp convention. We also stopped in at the infamous Goodwill. The one.
There's also Community Aid too.
Community Aid there's one up in PA, and we didn't want to go that far up.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Sandra. I guess that does the qualify. The more you know.
But yeah, I want to get the sewing machine set up to where I can sit and actually try and remember how to use one. And
I was shocked when I found out that sewing machine was worth that much. That's a good sewing machine.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah, I sewed back when I was middle school age, with a sewing machine. My mother's mother was real big into sewing and using a sewing machine and needle embroidery and stuff like that, and that's where I picked that up from. But I haven't touched a sewing machine in decades, so it's going to be oh, holy hell.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, there's going to be blood and tears and sweat from me.
Take this stupid thing back to your mother.
I want you to get in the van right now. You drive. You don't stop.
I'll just do it by hand, God.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, I am jealous, Linda. Linda says, hubby and I are going to take a welding class this winter. Oh.
I have wanted to learn how to weld.
You and me both.
I don't trust myself.
I know how to do blacksmithing, but I don't know how to weld.
Yeah. And see, blacksmithing just doesn't do it for me. I mean, I love the idea of melting, steel. Holy crap, that's hot.
No.
But no, it doesn't do anything for me. I want to learn to weld so I can do the stuff that DeResta does.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I love him.
Yeah. And, Bob Claggett, I like to make stuff. He started welding in his videos, and the stuff he is making is amazing.
What is that girl woodworker, Allison?
Oh, no, that's the ginger.
April
Wilkerson.
That's it. She did welding on her latest project. She did a waterfall table.
That's not her latest project, is it?
Well, I don't know. I saw her do it. I don't know if it's a latest project.
Yeah, no, the latest project she's been doing is that custom guitar build.
No, I haven't seen that.
But yeah, no, her waterfall table. I don't know that I've seen her waterfall. I've seen her do a lot of tables, but not waterfall tables.
She had a beautiful chunk of, I don't know what kind of wood it was. I don't know if it was walnut or what it was. But she made it into a waterfall table, and she couldn't find the legs that she wanted, so she welded them together out of 1/2-inch stock. and she kind of made them in the shape of a bow tie.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, her and those damn bow ties. I mean, I like them, but like she put a bow tie in that custom guitar she built. She did a couple of them, and like there was proper need for a bow tie because there was a crack in the slab, but it was just really overused. Like she loves bow ties.
Yeah, she does. But that's a very common.
Repair
item
technique. Yeah.
Yeah, that woodworkers use.
Oh yeah.
Sandra wants to learn glass blowing.
Oh, that would be cool. And
See, I don't trust myself with welding or glass blowing. Anything with a lot of heat, nope. Because Carrie would be constantly burnt.
yeah.
Carrie wants to learn and get into stained glass.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, that's a nice one.
Sandra's hubby's uncle makes custom guitars. Dang. Electric or acoustic? Because I'm actually, I kind of need an electric guitar.
No, you don't.
Well, no, I want to mess around with lower tunings.
You need a guitar like I need to have.
I've been trying to write a melody.
Body art tattooed all over me.
Use your iPad.
What?
Use your iPad. Use, what is it? One of the music apps.
GarageBand.
Come up with a tune.
Yeah, what? I do.
You don't need a guitar. When was the last time you actually played a guitar?
Well, I have an acoustic guitar, and I still technically own an electric guitar, but it is an old friend borrowed it.
War.
What?
It's a prisoner of war.
Yeah, it's a prisoner of war. So it's probably gone. Well,
I told you she probably hocked it.
Oh, whatever. I don't know.
Fucking cunt.
God. But no, like I want to be able to plug into the mixer so I can use Studio One to add like all the pedals and reverb and effects, stuff like that. Guitar Hero, yeah, right. We've got plenty of those.
No, he had Rocksmith, but that fell by the wayside too.
Well, yeah, that's because it never synced properly.
Oh,
but then again, it was probably because of the TV we had it on. Now it would probably work fine. But I need an electric guitar for it. But anywho, yeah. But no, I've been trying for a while now, and I've actually got I've got the idea, like the plot of what the lyrics are going to be about. I have the hardest time coming up with melodies, and I could reach out to one of my singer-songwriter friends because I've got a couple of them. But I kind of want to. I don't want to approach anyone else about it until I've got a solid foundation. Hey, Linda says, Carrie, tell us how you really feel.
Well,
no fucks given.
Well, if I really did all that, anything that had been previously said in this chat would be like nothing compared to what would come out of my mouth, and we would lose.
You remember that apology video I made a long time ago? Yeah, it would be so much worse than that, and you'd never see a video.
No.
You'd never see an apology video. We would just have to close up shop.
Yarr.
Good night, guys.
Move to a different state. Change your name.
Go into witness protection.
Yeah. Oh man. So, Mama.
Yes, darling.
Are you doing anything for the rest of the evening? Are you done with that, or?
I'm winding another bobbin. I was out of paint.
Oh, you're out of paint. Oh, gotcha. I really love that design. And that looks like it feels insanely comfortable.
It's a pot holder, dude.
Well, really?
Yeah, these are pot holders.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure it would be comfortable if you didn't cut them. You could wrap it around like a scarf.
That thing is, probably long enough to wrap around the outside of our house.
Oh, God.
Maybe not that long. I only have... Oh, this is my last roll. Once I do 2 more of them, 2 or 3 more of them, I'm done. And I can cut the warp off the loom. now I'm really now I really want to go because I can get this off. I can get something else on this weekend.
Nice.
Yeehaw.
Linda, I don't know. I think I'd probably stand there dazed and confused with you having a potty mouth. I just don't see it.
Who?
Linda.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I guess anybody can have a potty mouth.
That's probably the first time I've cussed in a while.
Yeah, no shit.
On a stream. It's usually you or your mom that...
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I said the F word today, and that's the first time I've said it in several months.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed a couple of weeks ago that you haven't been cursing at all.
I've been working hard at it.
Yeah, but where's the fuckity fun of it? Gotta have fun.
Well, you can reserve it all for Cranky Crafters.
See, Linda says the F word is her favorite. Mine is the C word. Because it just comes out and it's like a slap across the face.
It's that hard.
Yes, it's like a slap across the face.
And then you can end it with a and send spit flying.
It just says her kids just roll their eyes. And Carlana's like about a dozen potholders.
Well, and then I have to sew backs on them. I have to sew insulation on them.
Oh, okay.
Where's the 4?
My dog is not giving up. He wants to go upstairs. He's the cranky one. You had a potty mouth priest?
Nice.
Well, Jesus Christ. Sorry, Mom. And any other Christians out there. I learned it from you, though.
Yeah, well, I've changed. Hopefully for the better.
Well, that's good. You okay if we end it, Ma?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Okay. We're gonna get going, and I'm going to hit this button, and well, no, damn it. Thank you. All right, hey, you guys can go and get some really cool swag from 70acrestudio.com/shop and get some stuff from Carrie too. It's also pretty nifty, although kind of limited. Only got the beads up. That's over at epiphanycraft.com/shop. We're out of here for tonight. You guys have a great night. Thumbs up or thumbs down. It's all good. Enjoy.